Hey, welcome back. This is episode 62 of the Part-Time Players podcast. This is a video game podcast where four pals this week discuss the week's video game news. My name is Reese Lagden. I am joined by the man with a moustache, Bradley Seeley.
I don't have a moustache.
No? Oh, you're hiding it. Well, if anybody's looking at the YouTube version, they definitely saw it.
Oh,
there it is.
It pops up. Yeah.
Hiding behind the mic. And this guy, Ash, how you doing today, mate?
Hello.
And
right,
returning. What? Sorry? Stressing?
I'm stressing.
Why?
Yeah, I'm always stressing, mate. It's got family stuff.
Anxiety just 24/7 for you, yeah.
Exactly that. Yeah.
And returning, Brad Moore. How you doing today?
Hey, good.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Wearing your Destiny hat, ready to talk about Destiny today?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Cool.
I always wear a metaphorical Destiny hat, but I've physically got one today, so...
Yep.
That cost him £50.
Money well spent.
Anyway, go and like and subscribe the video version or the podcast version. Just search Part-Time Players Podcast on any audio platform where you can find the podcast. Or if you want to look at the video version, just go to YouTube and search Part-Time Players Pod. Mm-hmm. And yes, just like and subscribe. If you fancy looking at our socials, there's a link tree in the description below. So we really do appreciate you supporting us wherever you do.
Yes, thank you very much.
We're going to kick it off a little bit differently today. We're not going to jump straight into the news. We're going to have a little bit of a chat about Destiny, and then we're going to go into a few news stories. And then we're going to round it off with a main topic where we're going to be talking about the PlayStation Showcase, just our expectations, what we want to see, some surprises, what we want to see more of. Just a little general chat about that. Anyway, we're going to kick off with Destiny. This could get off a little bit differently because Brad Seeley and Ash Seeley have been playing. So let's get their experience. What is it like to jump into Destiny in 2021?
It's very confusing. So I haven't played since I know when it was. It was September 2018 because it was just before Spider-Man come out. I was given the old campaign a go because it come on PlayStation Plus. Stopped playing it, obviously, and then I come back in and it's just different. And the character was bugged, so I literally couldn't kill anything. But after a while of Brad and Reece showing me the ropes, it was all right. Yeah, and literally starting again. I had to start again.
Yeah, it was definitely right.
But I think the months of constant every week you should play Destiny, it finally sunk in. I feel like I've been indoctrinated by used to.
Slowly, we grinded on you. Yeah.
And then that's it. I mean, but I was playing it yesterday. I really enjoyed it.
You're in the religion. It's a religion, and now you're
cult. More than a religion, it's a cult.
It's a cult. Yeah.
I
sacrifice someone soon.
Surprised how quickly you care about. Like, I remember you always saying about loot and that, but you do. You all of a sudden you just kind of I need to find the next bit that's going to get my little my power. I need to find the new best bit I can find.
You got the itch. You got the itch.
Yeah,
the loot itch. Yeah.
I was literally just playing, like you saw, just before we've done this.
Yeah.
Let me squeeze 5 minutes in. Let me go in Europa and kill some people because I've got a bounty. Let me quickly do it now. It's just, it's crazy, but I am enjoying it. Yeah, I'll let Ash give his thoughts because he was always started as well.
Yeah. I've been enjoying it. I like to say we're starting it differently, talking about Destiny, but we talk about Destiny every single week on this podcast. So it's not a well different. But no, I am enjoying it. It's a lot. I was saying before, it's a lot to take in, especially because, like you said, Reece, they've drip fed it for most people who've been playing since the beginning. So there's a slightly new thing. But for me and Brad, it's like, right, there you go. There's your character. There's buffs and boosters and other stuff, and then go from this menu to that menu. Go in there and get that. And if you upgrade that, then you'll get this faster. It's a lot, but it is enjoyable, and I will risk anything to get hold of one of those Ingrams. If I kill an enemy in the middle of a load of enemies and they drop an Ingram, I'm running straight for that Ingram. I don't care if I get killed, as long as I get hold of it, I'm happy. Because I need those new trousers or new vest.
Yeah,
need it. Yeah.
Have either of you seen an exotic Ingram drop in the wild yet?
What colour is it? Yellow.
I've got one because
it's
I've
like
got the season pass, but that's it.
No,
I get excited when I see a purple one. I'm like, oh, purple.
Yeah. it went from the fact of like, oh, I'll give it a go, it's free to play, to me actually spending real world cash on it.
Money.
So yeah, it was
some sort of investment.
Yeah, at Reese's.
I
and then
bought a
Ash was
season
playing
pass.
yesterday, then he spent real world cash on it as well. So it's
I'm
just-
Brad.
why am
I
I
got
not-
them. I'm getting them to spend money.
I'm like, why am I not leveling up? I was like, my level just stayed the same, and I've done so much stuff. And Reese was like, "Oh, show me your screen a minute," because it turns out this is how hard this game is. It's easy to share screens with someone to try and explain it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you've not got leveling up because you've not got. It just ain't gonna happen unless you get season pass." And I had to get that. That was £8, 40. Not gonna see again. So got some silver in the bank. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
It is good, yeah.
But, it's quite disheartening when you're playing it alone. You're like, oh, I really like this gun. And you're like, oh, this gun puts me up like another 1%. Oh, I better use that gun instead because it's slightly higher.
I remember the leveling experience. It's a bit frustrating because you'll have like you just want to wear whatever's most powerful because you're trying to get that number higher and higher. And you'll have like a gun, you'll have like a hand cannon or something that you're really getting along with, and then you get an SMG drop that's higher. It's like, oh, I want to use that though.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was playing yesterday, and the highest weapon it gave me was a sniper, and I was like, I just really don't want to use a sniper.
Yeah,
as my primary weapon. I don't. I think I had like a sniper as my primary weapon, as a grenade launcher as my energy weapon. I was like, yeah, this isn't any good. But
early on, it's all about chasing that number, getting that number higher, and then it starts to plateau. There gets a cap where the blue stuff doesn't get you higher anymore, and it all slows down. But you're higher in general, so you're high enough to compete with most of the activities. But it slows down. It starts to be only purple, and then it's like a matter of infusion, and you can start to put materials. And if you've got a sniper that you don't want, but you've got a hand cannon that's lower power, you can infuse the power of that sniper into your hand cannon, so you just can carry on using whatever you want to use. But for now, it's not worth doing all that. Because it's so chop and change all the time. It's not worth it.
That's because I think there's an option to mod guns as well, isn't there? And I thought there's no point because I'm switching them out so often. There's no point doing it. So
don't do it.
But
so if you've got a gun and you really liked, could you just keep that forever and just keep making it better, or is that?
Yeah,
you could. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I feel like we need to talk about something on this podcast. It needs to be brought to people's attention. Reese's cloak in.
Fucking hell, really?
I hate that cloak.
I was just playing yesterday, and I was like walking around him. I was like, "What's this? What's going on?"
Little dragon scale cloak. You go little dragon tail.
It's a scorpion. What's wrong with my scorpion?
Toothless. He looks like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon.
I'm not gonna say I spent real well money on that, but
so don't pick on me.
Come on.
It wasn't it? It's an Eververse cloak.
Yeah. For a full set outfit, I think.
I can't talk. My character looks because I'm just putting anything on. It looks.
Mine looks like Lego.
Yeah, you will look like a garbage can, especially with your Titan where you're all chunky, like some random.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Designed those boots? It's like you've got some armored trousers on, and it's just like he chucked some boots on to take the rubbish out.
Yeah,
what's that about? I hate it.
I started as a hunter because that's what my old character was, and I thought, you know what, I fancy a change, so I thought I'm going to go for a Titan, and I'm enjoying the Titan.
Yeah, go.
I can pick from two characters, and one of them's like the wizard type or whatever they're called. What's that? Warlock, is it? Yeah, I could be a warlock, but she's a lot lower level. But I am tempted because I'm all about how my character looks, and he looks shit at the moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that too much. They're all going to look shit until you level up, I would imagine. And then you're going to have transmog as well. So once you're at a high enough level, you can just change how your character looks. So
okay, cool. I want to get one of the helmets with the horns for a Titan. That's what I want, like a Viking helmet.
Yeah.
Many of them.
Yeah, I want one of them. I want those bad boys.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get one.
Titans have got a good fashion game going. They've got a good fashion game going for them.
Yeah.
Titans
at the minute, and you have to go through the crap to get to the good stuff. That's what.
Hunters all look the same, apart from a dragon tail, but Titans look good.
I have to disagree there.
The funny thing was, I can't remember. He said like you give him shit about it, and I was playing. I was like, Reese, what's this cloak all about? He was like, oh, not you as well. Brad gives me shit about it all the time. And I was like,
he does, yeah. Falls in the same zone where people don't give me shit about what my character looks like. Leave me alone.
I felt a bit sorry for Reese last night because it was just literally me and Ash just going, Reese, what's this do? Reese, how'd you do this? Reese, what about this?
What's this?
Yeah.
I was even with normal PlayStation things. Reese, how do I share?
Yeah, I go into settings and change this. Yeah, it's like Yeah, an older member of the family is asking you how to work with technology. That's what it felt like.
The thing is, that just shows how often I play with other people online. I didn't even know how to leave the chat.
I don't play with anyone.
You was leaving the complete chat rather than the voice chat.
Yeah. I just don't do it. I'm a recluse. I just like to be.
You're learning.
What were you guys doing in terms of activity then? Were you doing the campaign or doing...
so I've done all the new light stuff. And then me and Reese was going to do Beyond Light, but then Ash come on, so we've done like a few strikes, done a couple of gambits. Well, they did a couple of gambits, I've done one. That was it really, wasn't it? Yeah, just kind of we was just setting ourselves up as well. But the strikes were fun. I enjoyed them.
Yeah, you had to do
the playing it. I will buy the Beyond Light or whatever it is. I'll just get it.
Yeah, you have to look for it on sale. It was on sale on the PS store, so it might be somewhere else, but I think that expired now, perhaps. We were trying to unlock the abilities for Brad because he was only had Arc unlocked, and he had to unlock Solar and Void. Yeah,
so I got them. I've unlocked them now.
Hammers are sweet, aren't they? Chucking
that's what I use.
The Reese was saying about the other one's really popular. It was like the one where you're like a missile, but I don't know. I didn't go with it, that one very well. Yeah, but
powerful, but it's more fun chucking hammers.
I'm enjoying it. I really, I must admit, you broke me down, and now I am playing it. Yeah.
So. You playing it today?
I don't know if I'm going to play today because I've got to go out to a wedding. Wedding! Oh, family wedding! Come on, guys. You know, maybe if I don't get too drunk, I'll play it when I get in. But,
cool. Yeah, let me know.
You're off tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm off tomorrow. Yes.
Oh, nice.
I'm not off tomorrow.
No, mate.
Day off.
First day, new job. Anyway, Brad Moore.
You can't play it too late, Reese. You've got a new job to do. So
yeah. Brad Moore.
Hi.
Let's talk about the Witch Queen. Obviously, you weren't here last week. There's a few little topics that we want to discuss off the back of the reveal a few weeks ago. Now, do you wanna kick it off? What do you want to discuss?
Sure, yeah. So one of the things we were going to talk about was the price point. It's been a bit of a talking point, isn't it? There's a lot going on. There's a deluxe edition which is a hefty. I think it's like £87.99, I believe. Which comes
70. I thought it was 70.
Oh, maybe. Was it 70? I thought it was 80. 80. I don't know. Okay.
I think the one with the 30 anniversary edition are together. I think that is the one that you're thinking of. That is like 90.
Okay, right. Okay, fine. Yeah. So the all-encompassing pack. So it's all broken down now. So there's the main edition that comes with the Witch Queen expansion, and then the 30th anniversary pack, which is coming out in December, which I can't wait for that. And then we've got all the 4 seasons that they've promised that there's going to be 4 seasons as part of it. So yeah, there's a lot. It's becoming quite costly, Destiny, and we've always said before in the past, for people like me and you who play regularly, it's a no-brainer. We definitely get our money's worth with the hours we put into it.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, for more casual players, it begs the question of, they're slipping in this extra $21.99, I think, standalone anniversary pack in December, which is like it. From one stance, it seems like a bit of a cash grab because normally there'd be 4 seasons in the year, and there's not, and we're paying extra for this anniversary pack. But actually zooming out on it, it does seem like good value for money for what you're getting. You're getting a dungeon included. You're getting some really good gear included as well. And there is the 6-player activity that you're going to get is free for all players anyway. So that's actually not part of it. So I don't know. People are a bit like, is this the right thing to do? Is it right to charge for this? I mean, but from Bungie's standpoint, I guess they've got a cash flow problem because Witch Queen was delayed until 2022. It was supposed to be coming out in September and hasn't. So they haven't been able to meet revenue targets, I would assume, or whatever else. So they've got a gap in there.
They've got money for me and Ash, so you know what I mean. That's
they've got £8.49 for me.
They're not doing too badly then.
Yeah.
But I can see it from Bungie's point of view, whereby, I mean, they obviously haven't said this, but I'm reading between the lines, and there is a gap in their revenue this year, a huge gap, and that's for a big organization like that's got a schedule. I guess that's quite a problem. So that's why they've put in this bundled pack. But it's it's going to have its fair share of content by the look of it. It's a throwback to the 30th anniversary, so there's a lot of fan stuff in there. All the gear sets are sort of fan made. The dungeon is all about the loot cave, which was a Destiny 1 little meme that people used to stand outside and shoot this cave for free.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. They've built an entire dungeon that's full of all these treasures. Like the aesthetic for it, we've got one screenshot, and it's like a treasure haul, and it's like a throwback to the loot cave. So it's like real fan stuff. And then the big highlight is you get in the Galahorn, which is the legendary rocket launcher that just was the most OP weapon probably in any game ever. That's returning as well. So they've really tugged on the heartstrings of Destiny fans for this 30th anniversary. And I think they had to in order to bill separately for it. But yeah, personally, good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a new dungeon. But I can see why some people are a little bit like, why we're not used to this. We're not used to this extra add-on that we've got to pay for. We normally pay for the gear up front and that's it. So yeah.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said, to be fair. And I guess there's no, I don't know, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I guess they did need to add something because it's a 6-month season and we're getting a longer season than we would for the same price of £10. So it's how do you monetize that? And you obviously can't then say, oh, this season's £20, guys, give us another £10 to get the back half of the season. And obviously this is optional. You don't have to buy the pack if you don't want to. You can just, you've got your season. You guys have got the season. You don't have to buy it. You can just wait for Witch Queen. It's an optional thing. The only part that I wish they didn't do was the dungeon. I feel like the dungeon should be included with this season because we always get in the 4th season of each year, we get a dungeon like the prophecy, and it's normally actually even free. It's not even a part of it. So it's not only not included in the season, it's now behind another paywall of £21. And I'm just like, oh, maybe
well, to be fair, not every year. Last year it was that model, so we kind of thought that was the way it was going to go. So I guess it's not fair to say that every year they've done that, but last year it was a free dungeon because the other one, the Pit of Heresy, was behind the Shadowkeep expansion. But I guess even still, it's not behind Beyond Light expansion, so it's still different in that sense. Yeah.
So when did the Pit come out? Do you remember at all?
What season? It came out at the same time as Shadowkeep in that season. Okay. Yeah, so we had a raid and a dungeon in one season. But what was great in the Witch Queen announcement was that they've said, and this is showing that they've put in a lot of development into Destiny going forward, is they've promised that there'll be a dungeon or a raid every single season. So, where we've had these droughts before where there've been no new raids, no new dungeons for months on end, they've sort of promised that that's the old model, and going forward every 3 months there'll be. So with every season there's going to be good endgame content to look forward to, which is fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Moving on.
I've got a question for you about it.
Go for
it. On Destiny, you've got on a trophy list, you've got Destiny 2, and then you've got Destiny 2 as a separate list for Forsaken. Is that an old campaign in that?
So Forsaken was the big expansion that came out a year after vanilla Destiny.
Okay.
And it was such a big expansion, they put more trophies behind it. It's not, it doesn't count towards the platinum. So it's vanilla Destiny that you get the platinum for. So it has its own trophy list because it was such a huge standalone. And it's a bit, I think there's rumors that's going to get sunset next year, that campaign. It doesn't really make much sense anymore to run that campaign alongside Witch Queen, because it actually all ties back. Witch Queen is kind of almost carries on where Forsaken left off.
Right.
There's been a few story arcs in between.
So can you go and buy the Forsaken campaign now still?
Yeah.
You can. Okay.
You can. And I if it's cheap enough, I thoroughly recommend it, because Forsaken was an unbelievable. That was the whole Cade 6 storyline where he dies, and it's a story of revenge. Just a brilliant campaign.
There's a lot of loot and stuff that's behind that as well.
Yeah,
and the middle tree powers and stuff.
Some stuff, because Reese took me to a guy yesterday with like tentacles coming out of his face, he's like, "Oh, pick up, take what you can," but I couldn't take any of it because one was for a warlock, and one didn't have the DLC for it, and couldn't take any of it.
I didn't realize any of this because I've had access to everything. To me, it's just like everything's available.
And the other things, I didn't have enough glimmer. No, not glimmer. Like
legendary shards.
Yeah, legendary shards. So I couldn't do it.
Sure.
Let me do it.
Yeah.
He was useless to you. Stupid technical face.
Yeah, bastard.
Christ. Anyway, news story number 1. It's about DC Fandom 2021, which will be returning on the 16th of October. The two things I want to talk about specifically with the showcase is just Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad, Killing the Justice League, which I think is a great name. They've both been confirmed they will be at the showcase. Gotham Knights, which previously had a release window of this year, 2021, got delayed until next year, which I imagine will be early, just because we saw gameplay last year and it was in pre-alpha last year, so it must be pretty close. And they've just been, obviously, COVID's delayed a lot of things. Suicide Squad hasn't been delayed yet and always had a window of next year, so I wonder if that will be delayed. And we only got a cinematic trailer, so I'm hoping to obviously see a little bit more. Throwing it back to you, Brad Seeley. Obviously, you're a DC fan. Are you highly anticipating Gotham Knights? I know you said about Batman. You thought Batman would definitely be in it. I don't know if you remember when we spoke about it last year.
No.
No, you don't? No.
Can't remember.
Do you remember the trailer where he obviously he's died and then it's like,
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, he's not dead. He's gonna come. Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, you still believe that? Yeah.
I still think that.
Yeah, you looking forward to this game? Co-op?
I am. Yeah. I would have rather. I think I would have preferred it to be like a single player, more like Arkham Knight. You know, that's this kind of guy I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Remember we saw. Yeah, it's about time we saw some new gameplay in it, because it was last year, wasn't it, when we saw there was was it a boss fight against Mr. Freeze? I think it was, or yeah. So
that was at DC Fandom
last year. Yeah. So we need to. Yeah, they've got to obviously. I'd say pretty much guarantee it's going to be more stuff shown. But yeah, absolutely. I am looking forward to it. And
okay.
Now look, I'm Destiny playing. I'm playing online. You know what I mean? That's it. So
yeah, it's a co-op game.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if another game comes out. It's Destiny or nothing.
Exactly. I'm just not going to be playing it anyway, because I'm just playing Destiny now. I'm going to beat Brad's 800 hours last year, and I've only got how many months are left in the year? 3. That's it. That's it. I'm quitting work.
It's done. It's over. It's done.
But I do think, I don't know if you're going to say this later on, but I do think Suicide Squad will be pushed back to 2023. Then, I don't think they're going to release 2 games in the same year.
Yeah.
Unless they've done it right at the very end.
Yeah.
I think they could make their money from that. If they brought the other one out in like February, if they brought Nights out in February and done the other one in October, I think that's still made money.
Yeah. Which one are you more looking forward to? Suicide Squad or Gotham Knights?
At the moment, it's Gotham Knights, because I've only seen a pre-rendered trailer for Suicide Squad. So if we see some gameplay for that, and actually, who's it? We know like Harley Quinn's in it, and I think Deadshot on it, and King Shark, and we see Superman at the end of the trailer. But who else is like in the Justice League? You got Martian Manhunter, Plastic Man, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? That's the kind of. It's
a really cool concept, isn't it? Because Rocksteady are like better, probably more pedigree because of the Arkham games. Obviously, they're very good. So just the concept of like you've got to try and kill Superman and Batman as like this Suicide Squad is, I don't know. I think it sounds quite fun.
Martian Manhunter, just set him on fire. That puts him out of the game for a while.
Molotov cocktail straight to the face.
I think it could be a really fun game as like a co-op game with like friends, or probably play it single player as well. So same with Gotham Knights. Like I'll happily play it by myself, and I will probably jump in with if you guys have it and stuff.
Myself. So yeah, I will.
All right. So what's your thoughts on it, Ash? Are you big DC fan, Batman fan?
Yeah, I am the comics. Like when they do it good, films ain't so good. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm looking more forward to Nights more than anything. Been burnt too many times with Suicide Squad, to be honest. But I know the new
ones, the new Suicide Squad's good.
It's meant to be pretty good.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen it, but I'm still hearing mixed reviews from that. I know you said it was good.
I like it. Yeah.
But
reviewed very highly as well.
Do you know what? You know what he's getting. I'm really worried about the Batman. The new film. Apparently,
that's going to be shown.
Yeah, apparently it's not very good.
No.
How do people know that? It's not.
There's been test screenings and people have been like,
really?
If you get a character who doesn't want to play that character, the films end up being a bit shit. It's just
Robert Pattinson doesn't want to play.
No, he kept moaning about it. Like, I don't want to exercise. I don't want to look muscly. this isn't the Batman I want to portray. And it's like, Batman did train for like 7 years of his life after his parents got killed. It's kind of his backstory that he did train really hard.
Yeah.
He just rock up with an AK and start
Really?
blowing people away.
I
Yeah.
find that.
But yeah, no, I am looking forward to it. Like I say, I'm just gonna take one game at a time. You know, I'm not gonna let it influence me. If one turns out to be pony, I'm not gonna say the other one's any bad as well. But
Absolutely, yeah, completely different game, completely different studio.
Yeah, I am looking forward to both of them. Like next year, I think it's going to be. We said it before, but I think it's going to be a big thing, a big year for gaming. So
huge, yeah.
If I would expect stuff comes out which has been put back, it should be a really good year.
Yeah, I think we'll get a release date for Gotham Knights, and I imagine it will be like the first half, like before May, even like April, March. Yeah. We're gonna have this packed like first 4 months. Is gonna have more in the first 4 months of the entire of like 2021. It's going to be mad. And even maybe, well, we'll talk about it later, but like if we see God of War, which I'm sure we will, I imagine that will be like first half of the year as well. So it's going to be packed.
It's going to be an expensive month, expensive year. Sorry,
is it?
Yeah, if you're a gamer, absolutely. Yeah. I know you're not as big on superheroes, Bradmore, but you seen anything about this game?
Not really. No. Not really. No, I can't say I have. I'll see nearer the time. I'm a sucker for hype, so you know. When a lot of the hype comes around and I start to see the trailers everywhere, I might, you never know.
Sure.
Something
Do you like Batman at all? I don't know if you do.
I do. I don't know. I've never played any of the games. Like the films. I don't know. Never.
I think Arkham Knights on the collection, I believe.
Yeah. I think it was on PS Plus as well ages ago. I'm sure it's in my library. I'm sure.
It's a good game. Other than the
I think we've got a bit more nostalgia for it because like when Arkham Asylum first come out, that would just come out for me. It just come out of the blue, and it was such an amazing game, like such a good concept. And I think that's what kicked up the superhero games really, because it was like, wow, you got this old franchise, and new people are loving it, you know, and it really helped like the game series, like gaming in general, like get into superheroes and that. And yeah, it was great. So I think jump into that.
I think all four of them. Sorry, mate. Sorry, cut you off there. I think all four of them are great, and even Origins, which gets a little bit shit on because it's not rock steady. And I'm hoping Gotham Knights are good, so some respect does go to Montreal, because I think Origins is so underrated, and no one gives it the credit. And when they did the Gotham Knights collection a few years ago on PS4, and they excluded that, it was almost like Rocksteady put a finger up at them, like you're not part of the collection. It's like, why is that not game
I enjoyed that one.
I liked it as well. So I hope I hope this game's good for them as well, just because they I think they deserve a little bit better.
Yeah, Origins, I really liked Origins. I thought it was
I thought it was good.
Set of Christmas. What's the newest one?
Set of Christmas, so that was good.
So that always helps.
Night's the newest. The Night.
No, not that one. The one before that one.
Origins.
Yeah.
Was that Origins? That was Origins. Yeah.
That's the only one I don't own, actually. Origins. I don't know
if I own that as well. I think I did on disc at the time.
I borrowed it off my mate. I actually give it back.
Oh well,
I respected him, so I'll give him his game back.
You don't respect me, that's why you got my charge.
So still got you on charge. I'm looking at it now.
Chuck
it out the window.
I need to borrow Spider-Man, Brad.
No.
I need to borrow that, mate.
No.
One last thing before we move on is, do you reckon they'll add the Nemesis system to Gotham Knights?
I hope so.
It'd be pretty cool if they did. Yeah,
I think so as well.
Use that system more. It's such a good system. It's so clever. Why have they not used it in more games? I know it gets really hard because you get beaten by like a fucking thug level, and next thing you know, he's kingpin of Gotham. You're like, shit, really should have killed him when I had the chance. But I think it's a great system. I
think it's a great system. I think it works perfectly in this game. That's why I could see it actually happening. I'd be a little bit disappointed if they don't add it. One, because like you said, they've patented it, so no one else could use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is a bit ridiculous. Don't patent something and then don't use it yourself.
Yeah.
One, two. But when they showed that gameplay trailer of last year, they mentioned about if you fight Mr. Freeze at like level 5 and then you fight him again at like level 15, he's a completely different character. He's got new abilities, new this. So they clearly level up with you and change. And I think with the Talons, with like the Court of Owls chasing you down, hunting you down, and they remember, I think that's a really like cool concept of like they're stalking you while you're like going around as like Robin or Batwoman or Batgirl. Sorry, not Batwoman.
Red Hood.
Nightwing.
There's 4. Oh, Nightwing. That's on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nightwing.
yeah. I'm gonna be Nightwing, I think, or Robin because he can teleport. I quite like that. He can teleport. Is that cool? If not, Nightwing.
Yeah,
He's great. News story number 2.
Awkward silence.
It was.
Awkward silence.
You could have filled it. You don't. Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't know what to feel. I could have just sat there and gone like that, but
probably won't make good podcasting.
Yeah.
So I'll never do that again.
Nice. News story number 2, Horizon Forbidden West pre-orders. And we was going to have a little bit of a pricing discussion, but Sony's kind of ruined our little segment and done a U-turn, which is, I guess, a good thing that they've reacted quickly, but we'll go for it anyway.
I'll just a quick question. Who would spend, there's this special edition and you get like a little elephant with it, yeah? And it's 230 quid. Who would spend 230 quid? And you
not an elephant and a tremor tusk.
You get a steel case, yeah?
Sculpted,
a steel
hand
case.
sculpted tremor tusk.
No disc.
Alloy.
Empty steel case. Empty steel case.
What's the point of the case?
I don't know. 230 quid.
What do you put in it?
Your broken dreams.
It's an ornament.
Remember that used to cost like 60 quid?
Ornament
case.
Ridiculous. The bloody Pip-Boy edition of Fallout 4 didn't cost 230 quid.
How much did that cost?
And I think it's like 180.
180, yeah.
Yeah, baby. You got Pip-Boy with it.
You got Pip-Boy, yeah. And when I first started playing Fallout 4, sorry, I put my Pip-Boy, my phone in it, and I was probably using the Pip-Boy on my wrist, and it was opening on the screen. I got bored of it after a while.
That was well complicated, especially when you have a phone call and you have to get that fucking thing out.
Yeah. So, oh look.
Yeah, how much that cost you?
Has he got a disc?
Brad.
Oh look, no disc.
Hey.
Oh, there she is. Comes with a disc. Makes sense.
You've been mugged off, Reese.
No, I don't know.
Does it come with a space for the disc?
No.
Oh, at least that's something. Because if they just
What's
give
the
you
point
a
of the case? Why give you a case?
I don't know. It's a collector's thing. Why are you asking me?
Anyway, there's another thing. There's a special edition Destiny set coming out as well, and this one you don't even get a game download code. It's no game.
What? So it's just like a piece of furniture you get. What do you get in it, Brad?
There's 2 versions. I think.
Yeah, you get a Ghost. No, there's versions that you can buy that do have the game code, but I did buy a version that didn't have a game code in, which I'm.
Why did you do that? You silly sausage.
I don't know.
Is it sold out at the time? But it's sold out now.
I'll tell you. I know why I didn't. No, they hadn't sold out at the time. I was Riggs. I was on it quick.
Yeah. I saw you was in the queue. I was in the queue as well.
They no, I didn't buy the game code version because I don't want to rely on the postal system to be playing The Witch Queen. I thought, no, I'm going to get that on the PlayStation Store, so it's pre-downloaded, ready to go. So if that arrives on the day of release and I'm having to put the code in and then download it on day of release, nah.
Yeah, I thought about that as well with my collector's thing.
Time for that.
What time's that going to arrive on the 18th of Feb?
Yeah. I do not trust the British postal system to my Destiny.
You'll be booking the day off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you get in this Destiny thing then? Like a little figure?
Although Destiny's the only one that doesn't really matter because it doesn't go live till like 6, right? Or 5, because the times have changed there. True. Yeah, so you don't.
You get a Hive Ghost, which is like, I don't know, it's probably going to be like it's a bedside table thing. It's got like loads of little knobs on it. It's got a stand and a ghost that glows up, like it's proper like pre-lit. There's sound effects on it.
You ain't got light yourself. That's nice.
There's loads of dials on it. I don't know what it does, but they're
how much was it?
Usually pretty cool.
How much was it? How much was it? How much?
180.
Is it metal or is it plastic?
It's
paper.
Metal. It's metal. It's good quality. It's
origami.
130.
Yeah, it's origami. Yeah, it's some like paper, like ghost feel, like some like done in some sweatshop in like China.
It's £130 about the game.
Oh, nice. Well, it seems like you've made a good investment there, Reese. Fuck's sake, Brad.
Yeah, I have. You're right. My tremor tusk.
Your mic is a little bit. It's very reverby. It's very.
What does that mean?
Like it's crackling. So,
I can't.
It's a bit better now.
It's because I normally put the cable behind.
Oh, you silly
damn fool! You're too excited about your elephant thing.
Yeah, too bad about the elephant coming.
I'll tell you what, that Horizon Collector's Edition does look good. Are they all sold out now?
Yeah.
Good. I kind of couldn't afford it, but
yeah. See, I go with the special editions. I go for special editions if it's a thing I really like. So I've got all the Fallout special editions because obviously Fallout, but Horizon, I just wouldn't be able to bring myself to do it.
Do you know the last special edition I wish I'd got and I had the opportunity to get it and I didn't get it because I didn't know if it's going to be a good game, was Ghost of Tsushima. I was going to buy that and I was like, I just don't know if it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, you got like the ghost thing, didn't you? And the
I'm not going to
I've already got
and I really regret that.
Mask. Look, I've got my own mask up there, look. So.
Yeah, well, it's not the same.
When the sequel comes out, which will happen, you could get it then. I'm sure they will.
People always say I'm on eBay as well. That's how I got my Fallout New Vegas special edition. I got it on eBay.
Let me have a look while we're on here.
They don't often go up in value either.
Yeah.
They not.
Like, people think they do and they buy them. I bought this. So this is the Destiny 2 vanilla. I got this for 20 quid. And I remember this was about, this would have been over £100 when it came out on the main thing. That was 20 quid on eBay new. It was sealed in cellophane. Crazy.
Yeah, I got my New Vegas one cheaper than what it was when it first came out. So
I think people think they're going to go up, but they really don't.
You bastards.
Maybe they will do in another 10 years, but who the fuck cares by then?
Unless it's Nintendo,
I don't think so.
Go up in value because you could sell your Mario Sunshine now for like 120 quid. It's fucking
Brad's
got mine.
There's no, they never do sales. They do nothing.
Mario Sunshine ain't here, and he can't hear him. He's muted himself.
I'll mute himself. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I'll mute himself. What do you mean it ain't there?
It's not there unless it's in my storage stuff down the garage.
Probably in storage stuff. Anyway, Pokemon Colosseum's worth loads of money as well. I had that and all.
Yeah, Pokemon is always going to be worth loads of money. Anyway, to the news story. So I'll quickly run through some of the options you have if you want to pre-order it. So it does come out next year, 18th of Feb, 2022. I haven't included any of the pre-order bonuses, which I think there are a few. So the standard edition for PS4 is £60, PS5 is £70, which only includes the game. Then we'll go on to the digital deluxe, which is £80, and you get dual entitlement, which was for PS4, PS5. There's 2 special outfits, 2 special weapons, in-game resource packs. There's an in-game Apex Claw Strider machine strike piece. Strike is going to be a new in-game ball game. A bit like Gwent in like Witcher, which I imagine is going to be trophies for. And I'm like, oh, really? You're going to make me play this game? Digital art book, digital soundtrack, digital version of some graphic novel, which I guess, do people like those things? I always just don't even bother downloading them. I remember getting them with like the version I got with God of War. The collector's edition, which is 170, includes everything that I just said above, but also includes a steel case, a custom sculptured trimmer tusk and Aloy statue, and also a mini art book. Then there's the big boy, which is £230, which is the Regala edition. Includes everything above, plus a Regala-themed custom sculptured trimmer tusk and Aloy statue, a replica Focus custom stand, 2 art books printed, and a canvas map. And you also get 2 replica Sunwing and Claw Strider actual physical pieces of the strike pieces. So there's a few like collectibles in there where you get extra with your money.
Yeah. Are you going to be wearing the Focus? Are you going to be wearing like walking around with it on? It's like, oh yeah, look. What? It's Focus. People think you got like a 2000 Bluetooth headset on.
If I can wear it, I'll wear it on the podcast. I'll show it off. Whenever we're recording next, I will show everything when it arrives next year. But what I did want to discuss was about all the fans were upset about there's no dual entitlement on the standard editions, and there's also no option to upgrade. And people were citing that there was a Washington Post interview which Jim Ryan did last year. He was the CEO of Sony Entertainment Interactive. And he was quoted saying that it was referring to Miles Morales and Horizon Forbidden West, saying no one should be disappointed. Ryan said the PS5 version of those games are built from the ground up to take advantage of the PS5 feature set. And we have upgrade paths for PS5 users to get the PS5 version for free. It's about people having choice. Obviously, the news broke. They have not done that. There is no upgrade path. It's not free. The only way you would get that is if you paid £80 version. You've got the £80 version and you got both. So it's actually £20 more. I was obviously going to discuss the fallout and what we thought of all this, but this morning they've done a complete U-turn. Anybody that buys it on the PS4 will get a free upgrade to the PS5 version. They haven't confirmed about pricing and what's changing, if the deluxe edition.
Because no one's gonna, if it's like, oh, this is 50 quid, this is 70 quid, I'm gonna get exactly the same game. I'm just gonna buy a 50 quid one. Well, you know what I mean? It's just
60, but yeah,
60, whatever.
Yeah.
It's doesn't make any.
Are they going to put it time gated? Do you reckon? Like, say you get the free upgrade in 6 months? Or...
No, it's indefinitely.
So why would anyone buy the PS5 version?
Yeah,
that's what I
The
said.
the £70 PS5 version. Yeah, there's no point buying that. If you want to get the £80 deluxe edition, also you get all those things that I've just listed. So people might still want to do that.
no.
But I imagine the £70 version is now basically redundant. There's no point. So if anybody have bought it, you probably should get a refund.
This guy's high. Like, he was the one who came out and said we believe in generations, and they're bringing out every new game on the PS4 and PS5.
Yes.
And then he's like, no, we'll never charge more. And I think he's just maybe he's just got a bad memory, or was always drunk. I don't know. Just,
I think he's just given a script to say, and he goes out and he says it, and then it just fucking backfires because everybody remembers everything what everyone says.
It might be really naive. No one looks backwards on the internet today.
Yeah. They'll believe us.
Yeah, he's clearly not a gamer, and he's just a money man. He replaced Sean Layden, I believe, at the back end of the PS4 era, and you can tell he doesn't play games. He clearly doesn't know anything about it, and he just keeps having these interviews and putting his foot in it, and he just needs to either shut up for the best of Sony because he keeps putting his foot in it, or actually have some PR person to tell him what to say, because they've had to give it away free because of what he said. So he's cost the company money for doing that. But I'm glad they made that U-turn, because they should have done that in the first place. Or there should have at least been an upgrade option, like that £10 thing, a bit like the Ghost thing. There needs to be an upgrade path. While there's shortage of PS5 and people can't buy them, and people want a PS5, if they were already on the shelves, like you could just go to the shelf and buy a PS5. I don't think they need to offer like just buy the PS5 version, because you can go out and buy a PS5. But while you can't get one, I think there should be an upgrade path for people. They did also confirm that the next God of War and Gran Turismo 7, I believe, which is the next one, will also have upgrade paths, which will be £10 or $10, but £10 basically.
It's so weird that they're still putting them on the PlayStation 4, innit? Just pack it in there.
I don't think so. It's money. It's quite clearly there's a lot of player base there, and
but when's it going to get to the point, like we said it before? When's the cut-off point? When are they going to be like, no more PS4? Now it's just PS5.
April
like early next year. Or
because it's a year. Like in a couple of months, the PS5 would have been out for a year, which is crazy because time. But I don't know. Yeah, when are they going to stop? I'm very much of the mindset. Fuck anyone who doesn't have a PS5. I have one. Make games for the PS5 because I have one. That's if I didn't have a PS5, I'd be like, no, that's not fair. But I have. So.
And I've always said before, if they start doing that, if they start bringing out just PlayStation 5 games, they would have to make sure the market was flooded with PlayStation 5s, because otherwise those game companies are not going to make any money. But at the moment, they're like, oh, you can't get on PlayStation 5. We've already got a PlayStation 4, so don't worry about it too much. But if it was like a new game, new God of War was coming out, or I don't know, fucking new Call of Duty, even more so, and it was like, you can only play this on PlayStation 5, people would be like, this is ridiculous. I need a PlayStation 5 now. And so... they'd have to produce more. Bloody
chip shortages.
My opinion on it has slightly changed in the last month or so. I've been watching a guy called David Jaffe. He does like YouTube stuff now, and he used to work at Santa Monica. He was the director of the original God of War. He did 1 and 2, and he told a really good story about how he wanted God of War 2, or was it maybe 3? He just wanted it on PS3. And like Shu and Sony were like, no, you need to put it on PS2. Look at all those players. And he looked back, but he was basically talking about game design, because he had someone called Colin who was saying similar things to what we say. He does a podcast, and like, we want them just on PS5. I bought a PS5. Why are we going backwards? And it's like, obviously the low holding it back. And he was basically explaining it from like a director and being a game designer, like, how is the PS4 holding it back? And he's probably a better off just watching what his discussion, but he kind of opened my eyes of that it's not really holding it back at all, because the ways you can get around it by like changing the corridor or changing the way things are, there's nothing that the PS4 would do that would hold any PS5 game back, other than the features like fast loading and things like that, which it started to open my eyes a little bit about even like Ratchet. I've heard like game developers saying this could run on a PS3, not just PS4, it could run on a PS3.
Jesus.
So why did we buy a PlayStation 5 then?
Well, you wanted marketing, I guess, better games. But each version of the console.
Did you know the games you can play on the PlayStation 5, you could actually play on the PlayStation 3? So there's no point in getting a PlayStation 5. That's what I've been told. So I'm just going to go back to my PlayStation 3. Fuck it. Who wants PlayStation 5? I'm selling it.
Yeah, well, obviously going to look better. That's a big positive if that's what you're bothered about. But yeah, no, it's just interesting from the game developers' point of view of like, they don't see it as that it is holding it back, because there's ways that you can innovate and get around it, and it's not actually holding it back at all. So I wouldn't die on that hill too much that games are coming on the PS4, because they're going to look great, they're going to play great, and there's not many games on the PS4. Like, can you name a game that was on PS4 that couldn't be run on the PS3? Like, what was that first game where you think, wait a minute, that couldn't have worked on the PS3? And then when did that come out? Years and years, like 4 or 5 years into the generation. So yeah, I don't think it's as big of a deal as we think it is, personally.
Fuming.
Yeah, fuming.
Whatever. Yeah, you're fuming. All right, fine, fair enough.
Fuming.
Anyway, moving on. Story number 3. And this is just a rumor, and it's according to Jeff Grubb. You don't remember, he was the guy that confirmed or leaked that Horizon would be delayed until 2022, which obviously got confirmed by Sony a few weeks ago.
To be fair, I predict that, and I'm not, I've got no qualifications. So
prediction and saying he's heard it from a leak source, it's slightly different. Well, anyway, he says from an insider knowledge that Xbox plans to make Elder Scrolls 6 exclusive on the Xbox. Obviously, I think we've discussed this a few times, and we thought they've mentioned about established IPs on other consoles will not be exclusive. Don't know who said that. Was that someone from Bethesda, or was that Phil Spencer? I don't think Phil Spencer said that. But obviously, it's out of Bethesda's hand. If Microsoft say it's exclusive, it's exclusive. It doesn't really matter what Tim Howard or whoever thinks. But do you think it's, if true, are you surprised by the decision? Do you think it's the right decision?
A couple of things.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, because Elder Scrolls 6 isn't going to be coming out for about 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be exclusive. They would. I don't know why they would, or at the very least, a timed exclusive. So you ain't going to be able to play it on the. You're only going to be able to play on the Xbox for like the first year or so. Eventually, maybe, kind of what PlayStation doing with their exclusives going on to PC. They might like release them a couple of years down the road, but I can't see it. I know they make money, but Microsoft bought Bethesda. Why then they want to let PlayStation have it? You're going to be able to get it on PC and Xbox. So they're going to say, yeah, sod PlayStation. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. But only to counteract that, because of Game Pass, and obviously they're not selling £70 copies of this game, potentially when it comes out, maybe 5-6 years time, if history is correct and PlayStation outsells Xbox again, and it's outselling the PS4, and if it continues on that kind of path, we could be looking at maybe 80 to 90 million PS5s in the world by 5-6 years. That is a lot of consoles, and it has a history on that thing. And obviously Elder Scrolls sells buckets loads. It could potentially sell 20, 25 million units on PlayStation. Do they want to just chuck that down the pan because they just want it on Game Pass as an exclusive? I guess that's what it's about. They would want to take the strategy to win over that console war. So yeah, they'd take a loss on all that software sales, but it would be for the greater good to move. They want to shift that. The whole reason I don't know, conjecture, but the whole reason they bought Bethesda was to win that console war, and it's
the hardware.
Yeah, I think my take on it is that yes, they'll probably make a loss. They won't make as much money from the game. Yeah, of course not. But the bigger picture is putting Xbox up against Sony and their exclusives.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
What's your take, Ash?
Yeah, I think it probably will be a exclusive. And the thing is with this, we still haven't actually seen a big AAA game, as far as I'm aware, as far as I know, go on to Game Pass, have we? Like, like the big game hasn't gone on there and it's been free day one. So,
I'm not an Xbox player, but I feel like there's been loads.
Yeah.
There's been loads.
Outer Worlds.
Yeah, no, Outer Worlds. Yeah, like they're on there, but I mean they weren't on there when they first released, was it?
Yeah.
Or was it? Oh, was it? Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, Gears 5. The day Gears 5 come out, like you was on Game Pass. Yeah, Outer Worlds was on there. Psychonauts Tool, that's on there. Yeah, so that's how they do it. Like you can go to the shop and buy it, or you can just download it from your Xbox. Which
okay, well there you go. Well, I didn't know that. But yeah, I think like Brad was saying, I think they're just trying to sell more hardware than they are software, and if they can, I mean, you think about how many people have got it. Even if they have to raise that price, I mean, what's it at the moment? $11.99. They have to raise that by £1. They're gonna make their money back tenfold. I mean, everybody's got it. If you've got an Xbox and you haven't got Game Pass, and
you're down full.
It just doesn't make sense.
What have they said about the price for Game Pass? Did they say, because I know a good few months ago they were going to rise it and then they didn't. That
was gold.
About that?
That was Xbox Gold.
Yeah, I've not heard anything about it going up.
I've never heard them say that it's dead set. It's not going to change, but I've never heard them say it's going to go up.
Every single subscription platform has a model whereby it's like
it goes up, and
especially it will be this much and so on.
When
as they add more and more games, they're going to be like, well,
they'll be able to justify it in 2 bullet points easily.
Would you pay? I know, like this is like outrageous, but I know what I said is going to be stupid to do, but.
I'd say if there was big AAA games on there, I think they could charge £25 a month. I honestly think they could. If it was they had big games on there, people would pay it. Even if people paid it, like, I really want to play that game, I'll buy it for a month and I'll cancel my subscription.
But obviously that's subjective to taste, right? Like there's Hades have just gone on there, and you obviously no one's played it other than me. That's sitting on 92, 93 on Metacritic. That's like the 100%. Best game like for the last 2 years, and that's day one on Game Pass. Psychonauts, I think it's on 88 on Metacritic. Like these are really highly reviewed games, and
I think if they got like a more mainstream, like when Halo goes on there, I think there'd be a big increase on people who've got that subscription.
It's a very clever marketing strategy because it's obviously not very profitable at the moment because
absolutely not.
Just of how it's working, but that's the strategy, isn't it? It's like you've seen it so many times, like BT, which is over in England, it's a subscription. Well, it's a network and a telecoms company, but BT Sport was free for everyone when it first came out, and it had exclusive football games on there. Everyone got BT Sport free. Everyone signed up. Everyone was a member, and then you had it free for 6 months. Then after 6 months, they introduced a fee for it. And when you've already got the numbers there to introduce a fee, of course people are going to opt out, but it's a much more effective way of having the mass subscribers, and that's clearly what they're doing with Game Pass. They're getting in all they can, making a loss, getting exclusives, making it as big as it possibly can be. And then for unbelievable, I don't think anyone argues with the value of Game Pass. There's no debate about it. It's ridiculously unbelievable value. But then that's going to hit hard. It's going to, they're going to have quite an aggressive pricing strategy over the next couple of years, I would assume. And yes, they'll lose some people, but they're much more effectively doing it that way around because of all the people that are like, all right, I've been doing this. I've already got a subscription. I'll stick with it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's going to be their strategy.
I mean, I've not gone. Brad, you're the same. I get Brad Seeley. Like I haven't played on it for months at points, and I've never thought, I'll cancel my subscription. I just left it. I mean, it's at that point at the moment where it's cheap enough where you just, it's not cheap. Don't get me wrong. It's not cheap. It's not any, but I mean, it's not where you're like, cool, it's £20 coming out of my account at the moment. I'm just going to cancel that. It's like, it's £11 or £12 where you just think, I might go on there at one point. I might get home one day from work and think, I'm going to see what's on there. It might be a really good game. So I'll just keep it.
Sure.
So I think like Brad Moore was saying, once you're in, you're kind of like, it's all right. I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
Going off of what Brad Moore was just saying about that's their model about selling Game Pass. I think that is their model. That's all they want to do is subscription based. And I think, like we heard rumors, they're going to bring it to TV. So the whole idea that they want to compete with hardware with Sony, I don't think they want to compete with Hardy. I don't think they're that bothered about selling a Series X or Series X. I think they just want you to subscribe. Doesn't matter where you subscribe. You could be on a Switch.
Replace the word hardware with platform. I guess the argument is platform. They want Xbox. Yeah, whether I guess whether it's hardware or subscription.
They want
I reckon Microsoft
TVs. They want it on. They want it. If you've got a console, that's great, but they want it everywhere.
Yeah, Steam Deck. It will be on Steam Deck. Yeah,
on your phone. You can do it on your phone.
Exactly.
They're like the Borg. They're taking over everything.
They are.
I reckon Sony will never allow it.
And they're green.
Oh, they might do if they get a cut of it, but I can't see this still happening. I imagine they would want it on PlayStation if they could. Imagine an Xbox Game Pass on PlayStation.
That'd be brilliant.
Like that big, all those people that will never go over to Xbox.
Yeah.
And now, bang, you got them subscription. They would love that, but Sony.
I want Nintendo to do that. I want Nintendo to do that more than anything, and they're probably more likely to.
Yeah, there was like rumors like last year, the year before that there was rumors like Xbox and Nintendo were talking, like Microsoft and Nintendo were talking.
Yeah, it could happen with xCloud on the Switch. It could happen with xCloud.
That'd be good because there's so many Switch games I wouldn't mind playing, but I just don't want to bother buying.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same with Steam Deck as well. But but yeah, cool. Oh, you think Nintendo games will go over to Xbox on like a subscription thing?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, I don't think that'd happen. I'd like that to happen.
No, what Nintendo like to do, they like to not have this amazing back catalogue, not release the games. Anyone who is running emulating sites, they shut them down and sue them, and then you just can't play it. So that's what Nintendo likes to do. They like to copyright strike you if you're advertising them and make it, free advertisement for them. They like to copyright. They just don't really seem. They're not. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Sony are unfriendly. Nintendo on a whole nother level
Nintendo
of no sales, remakes, or just remasters like Skyward Sword a month ago now. I think it's really low.
You stream their games, do they?
No, it's.
I think they do now. They didn't at first. They wanted to charge people for it, so people just stopped doing it. But yeah, which is ridiculous. Charge if you want to play Breath of the Wild on Twitch, you have to pay Nintendo.
Yeah. You bought the game, it's yours, but you got to pay us
That's
now.
Your
even
property,
though you're,
and you've also bought the console.
Potentially hundreds of thousands of people are seeing this and it's free advertisement for a game. No, give us money. I don't get it. Yes.
Yep. Got some of the biggest IPs, so they just get away with it somehow.
But yeah, guns biggest IPs, they don't do anything with them. Yeah, well done, Nintendo.
Yeah. People get Metroid. Was that next month? Is that this month?
Sick of it. I only want Prime.
October with the OLED model that comes out next month.
I ain't buying one.
I'm not buying one either. I think I got an email from Game saying available pre-order. So clearly, maybe you wouldn't have thought that Nintendo Switch would be sending out emails that they're available. So clearly, they're not as popular. As they probably hoped.
Fuck off OLED TV. I'm not buying a 6-inch one.
Yeah.
7, slightly bigger.
Anyway, I've just dropped $2,000 a few inches TV. Nowadays, mate.
Yeah, well, Anyway, PlayStation Showcase, main topic, was finally happening, what we've been waiting for. Thursday, it's going to be on Thursday, the 9th of September, 9 p.m, British summer time for the people in UK. Obviously, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a little wish list. Well, we've got one each as a prize announcement what we want to see and something that we want to see more of. So it's already been announced and just kind of what we want to see, gameplay features, release dates, and we're going to have a little discussion about it. I'm pretty hyped for it. They always like to set expectations like they did with the Deathloop thing. They said Deathloop will be shown and there'll be 2 indies, and that's what they showed. And they did the same with the State of Plays. So they have set some expectations. So they confirm that PSVR 2 will not be shown at the showcase and nothing VR will be shown. What they have said that will be there is a look into the future of PS5. The showcase will weigh in at around 40 minutes and include updates from PlayStation Studios and some industry most imaginative developers for games releasing this holiday and beyond. So some games that's coming out this year, which I imagine they're going to show us bloody Deathloop again because it's coming out, and I don't know, maybe GTA, the remaster for PS5. I'm sure that will be there because that will be there. Yeah. Because they need to keep Rockstar happy for wherever they release their next game. And I'm sure we'll see a little bit of Horizon and beyond, which I'm most excited for 2022. So I'll pass it over to who wants to go first. Bradmore, what surprise announcement do you want to see?
what surprise announcement do I want to see? I don't know about surprises. There was someone tweeted from somewhere, I don't know who it was, about a new IP that is they said there's something that Sony are working on that it was very cryptic, and that you're going to be very, very hyped for it, and he can't wait to see it. And he said he doesn't know if it will be at the showcase or not. So there was a bit of like a I don't know, a lot of hype about that. So I want that. But no, what I'm hoping to see more from Gran Turismo, which isn't a surprise, but I imagine that will be there. We don't know what's going to be there, but so I'm really, really hoping to get my teeth stuck into a Gran Turismo game. I really was disappointed by Gran Turismo Sport, which was the last game we had. But as we know, I'm a real sucker for driving sims, and I'm really, really hoping it sort of goes a little bit back to its roots. I don't want it's 2021, so there's going to be, 2022 is when it comes out, but there's going to be an online element to it. But I really like that single player racing sim experience, and the GTA Sport was an entirely different model, but it was called GTA Sport. It wasn't GTA Gran Turismo Sport. It wasn't Gran Turismo 9, which is now slotted back into the series now. So I'm hoping we're going to get what I want. So that's what I'm most looking for.
Release date? Do you reckon we'll get a release date?
I do. I think it was supposed to be coming out this year, wasn't it? It was delayed from this year. So maybe
comes out before or after God of War, do you reckon?
I think they spend a lot of time developing Gran Turismo games. So I'm going to say after. I reckon it'll be out in I reckon it'll be next holiday, end of next year.
End of next year, okay. Yeah. I was thinking like summer, like back end, like in August. I could see it coming out then, avoiding like the big boys in the back end. But I can see that.
I reckon holiday.
Cool. Nice. Ash, surprise announcement, and what do you want to see more of?
Surprise. I'm really hoping they talk about Metal Gear. I know we've had a little rumor of it. That would be. I think that would be amazing if they done that. And it's a good length game. Like I remember, I've looked at it recently, and it's not like I've looked at people do a playthrough of it, and it's not that long. So if you've done a remaster of that, I think it'd be great. I think it'd be a really good length remaster game to get people in. And it's not going to. I don't think it's going to do anything for the franchise, because you're either a fan of it or you ain't. But I'm a fan of it, and I really want to replay it, and I want to play it in some decent graphics and that. So
I will be hyped for that. Although I would say I remember it as a kid playing the original on that PS1, but there's that snake. Like if they just open it with that like iconic ending, that sound that when you that will be a real hype moment, massive.
And there's some
really I want it for just like
there's some really like your heartstrings get pulled in that game at certain points. You're like,
I think everybody will just cheer for that. I think everybody
100%.
That'd be good. Easy win.
And I think exactly that. It's an easy win. It'd make people so happy, and it can't. It's a game of that age. It can't be that hard to redo. I mean, you think about it. It was either really tight corridors or not even that wide open spaces. So I think the widest space was when you fight Raven in the tank, and it was mainly just empty field with snow. So just, you'd think it'd be quite easy to make that look amazing. Yeah.
Well, Blue Point could definitely do it. They're really good at their remakes. Obviously, they've done a few now for Sony, and I'm sure they're going to announce that they've been acquired because of that leaked thing that we heard about a few months ago when was it Japan Studios accidentally posted that welcome to the family Blue Point rather than when it was actually Housemark. And that whole graphic was made. That's not like some accident. The graphic was made and everything, 100%. And they've clearly been bought by Sony. They haven't announced what they're doing, I think it's got to be Metal Gear. Metal Gear, but could be.
I'd just be happy with one. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed Snake Eater. I wasn't a massive fan of Sons of Liberty, but if it is even just number one, I'd be super happy. If they just put all their time and effort into remaking that, great. That's what I'm hoping at.
There's one other rumor that could mean that Blue Point are working on something else, and that is Jack and Daxter collection, and I've heard loads of noise about that, and that is happening.
They had a Jack and Daxter collection come out for the Vita and the PS3. Like, you don't need another one, really. Like,
I think it's going to be like completely remade from the ground up if it's Blue Point. It's rumored to be happening.
Rather than Metal Gear.
I think that would sell as well, but I just want Metal Gear.
Yeah, no, I understand, but maybe someone else is working on that. But I've heard, and maybe it's not happening. I've heard rumors.
Jack and Daxter for the PS Vita, my first ever platinum trophy.
Yeah, I've never played one.
Yeah, Jack and Daxter 1. First.
The only Naughty Dog franchise I haven't played.
It was Wellard.
Yeah,
I've never played one.
Yeah,
skipped me.
Yeah.
And Sly Cooper. I've not played
that
either.
Really good games. They were really good games.
Yeah, it was really good.
That's the first game I ever bought with my own birthday money. I was like, I want this. So
if I could have any collection come back, I want Infamous. I want an Infamous remake. That would just.
Yeah, I work with a guy who loves Infamous. Yeah.
Resistance would be good.
Yeah.
Resistance.
Anyway.
Prototype.
What do you want to see more of, Ash?
I don't really know. Really,
Nothing.
It'd be interesting if they No, I don't know.
No, all right, fine.
No. Sorry, I didn't put enough thought into that one. I was more.
That's probably the easy one out of two. Yeah. Anyway, Brad, surprise?
What I want them to announce, and I've said it before. I really want them to announce an Astrobot full game platformer. Okay. That's what I want. That's what I really want that.
Really enjoyed that.
Out of everything that could have possibly asked. Yeah. Fair enough. I'm not sure on it.
I want that and Bugsnax 2.
Nice. I've still got to play number 1.
I want to see if Philbot become mayor. So yeah, no, but Astrobot. I know it's not going to happen, but that would be a surprise. So yeah, no, really good. Really like
fair enough. And you want to
see more of?
Yeah.
God of War. I'd like to see more of God of War. It's coming out next year. I think we need to see a little bit more of it. Yeah, I'd like to see. It's like some gameplay. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Yeah,
it's been rumored that it will be there. I think it will be. I think it's got to be. If it's coming out early or mid, whenever it's coming out next year, I think it's time. We need to see it. Yeah, we will see it. It will be there. Whether or not it opens with it, closes with it, it will be. Maybe it'll open with GTA again. That'd be hilarious. GTA Online. The Rockstar logo. I can't believe how that got me. When that got me, when it opened with that, I was like, oh my God, they're doing it. It's GTA 6. And then it was just GTA 5 Online. What?
We're going to give you 1 million. We're going to give you some more millions. Please carry on playing the game.
Oh, that really got me. So I was like, oh my God, they're doing it. But then they gave us Spider-Man Miles, which was, no one knew what's happening with that. That was great. Yeah, I absolutely want to see God of War as well. I agree with that one.
Yeah.
What was your surprise one again? What did you say? Astrobot. Yeah. My surprise announcement has to be what Naughty Dog are working on. Whatever it is, new IP. I want it to be a new IP. I want them to be doing a new IP. I'm sure they'll go back to Uncharted. I'm sure they'll go back to The Last of Us eventually. But new IP from Naughty Dog. That's what I want. I want to know what they're working on. They are still the crown jewel of Sony. They are the best studio. We need to know what they're working on PS5 outside the multiplayer game that's supposed to be this spin-off from Last of Us, which we know they're working on. But outside that, I want to know what they're doing the next big single player game.
Yeah, that'd be good.
What I want to see more of, I agree. I want to see more of. I would like to see more of Horizon, Final Fantasy 16, God of War. There's a few things I would like to see more of. Forspoken, which is an exclusive on PlayStation. We've only seen like a little trailer. There's a few things. Could they show Spider-Man 2 as a surprise thing? But it seems like it's quite far away. But someone that obviously got 2 studios, the Miles team obviously came out last year, and they've already got Manhattan built. It's already all PS5 ready. Yeah. All they got to do is the motion cap. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they turn it around in like 3 years, 2-3 years. So we could see a little teaser for Spider-Man 2. There's been rumors about Bloodborne 2 as well. Obviously, from software of wrapping up Elden Ring in January, and obviously they've worked on Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, and then obviously they've done Elden Ring. So I'm sure Sony have been wanting them back to do that. And that's a big franchise. I remember you mentioned it before. Like people want it, Sony are not delivering, but it's when From Software are available, and surely that will be could be shown. Not something that I'm bothered about, but I can see it happening.
Yeah. Yeah, no, makes sense.
So on the day of the showcase, it's the same day as Crash Bandicoot's 25th anniversary.
Oh, knowledge.
Snap.
To the day.
Bloody hell.
So what, you think it'll be shown?
Don't know. Coincidence? Who knows? We'll
Crash
see.
Bandicoot 5, would it be?
Hey.
Crash 5.
Yeah, I doubt it. Only because Activision owns it now, and Toys for Bob, who made the new Crash Bandicoot 4, which not that long came out, got taken off of making their own games and put as a support team for Blackout. Is it Blackout? Wherever they're Warzone. It's Warzone, sorry. So they're now support.
They've done really good remakes of all the Spyro games, the Crash games, made a new Crash game, and they're like
Tony Hawk as well.
Tony Hawk, like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balls is bad.
Yeah, they're now a sports studio. So yeah. Activision for you. What do you expect? So yeah. Yeah. If it wasn't under them, perhaps. But yeah, I doubt it. That's the problem with like the Metal Gear stuff because of Konami. It's easy money. They don't have to be involved. Sony will deal with it. Blue Point will make it. They'll just make money from it. But will Konami let them do it?
Yeah.
Maybe not. We'll see. Hopefully. Cool.
Yeah.
Some good choices there. I look forward to it. What we're going to be doing, we're planning, hopefully, if all things work out with time and stuff, we're going to be next week's main topic will be our live reaction. So we're going to be recording audio only, and we'll have the video of the conference going for the 40 minutes, and we'll just be doing our live reaction. So that will hopefully be our topic next week on the podcast. Yes. So we look forward. I look forward to doing that anyway. Reacting with you guys.
Nice. Yeah.
That is it for the main topic. Brad.
Stop.
Is there this week in gaming? This day in gaming?
There's two.
Two. Wow.
Jesus.
There's two because one of them is quite easy, and I think I'm gonna get it. So yeah. So the first game. Are we ready?
It's an easy one.
Everyone ready? Yeah. So it's a first-person shooter. Okay.
Call of Duty. Battlefield.
No, you can't just keep. You can't just keep.
Resistance.
Yeah, do a buzzer. We've got a buzzer. So
am I timed out now?
But no, you're in. Yeah, right. No, you're out now. Yeah, you're out.
What do you mean?
Ash and Brad, use your buzzer. Your buzz is your name. So it's a sequel. It was released on the 6th. Oh, you're back in now, Reese. It was released on the 6th of September 2017.
Killzone 2?
2017.
Oh.
Resistance 2.
No. Has transition.
Destiny 2.
Yeah, Brad got it.
Yes! I had to get it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think 2017. Wow, that's not that long ago. Wow.
Has transitioned into an MMO and is developed by Bungie. Brad's favourite game, Destiny 2.
I would have got it then.
That's the first one. The second one, again, released on the 6th of the 9th, 2019. 2 years ago. Okay. It's third-person shooter. It's the 6th game in a series. Yeah. It's set on a world called Serra. It's an Xbox exclusive.
Oh, that's why I don't know. Gears of War? I don't know which one it is. 6, 5?
Gears of War 5.
5.
Gears of War 5.
Gears of War
Oh,
5.
come on.
I'll get you
Oh,
yeah,
that's
both,
mine.
Yeah, no, yeah, you
Come on,
can,
Ash. Respect.
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much, Brad.
Come on, I don't even know it. I just Gears of War.
You're just using a scattergun. You Gears of War 1, 2, 3.
I said 6 and then 5.
5. Yeah, no.
Fantastic.
Technically, because it is there's 6 games, but one of them was Gears of War Judgment, so that's why there's. You both get a point now. I'll give you both a point. It's fine.
I think that's fair. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
So the scores are Brad's on 5. Brad's on 5. Ashley's on 6. Reese is actually on 7 now.
With the reductions as well, I like to add.
Well, last week, I think there was a week where it was just me and you, and we done it. So you was gonna get a point.
Hold on.
I still got it.
Yeah. So
And last week's one where the first guess, the first
Yeah, it was the first one, wasn't it? There
Yeah,
was another
first
game
question.
that came out today as well that I was going to do. There's quite a few. Turns out there's quite a few games that come out.
Yeah, this is going to get
This is
easier
it.
now as we go into like
Yeah.
September, October. There's plenty of games. So
Yeah, Dead Island, Resistance
I
3
enjoyed that.
come out 10 years ago. Dead Island come out 10 years ago. Driver San Francisco.
Oh,
I remember Driver. I like Driver.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh, Driver.
I thought that would be
was a
so
nightmare.
odd now, wouldn't it? Imagine
So
being like
hard.
a open world game where you couldn't get out of the car. That would
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
be. That would
Oh, no,
be.
there was one where you could get out of the car and he like it's like 2D
Yeah,
man
yeah.
run like this.
Yeah, 2D man, and in the shadow, he looked like he had a gun,
He
but he
didn't.
never had a gun in his hand, and he couldn't shoot anyone. And if you
Yeah.
tried to run
No, that was
someone
good.
over, they had the best reflexes ever because they would always
Yeah.
dodge. Like you could be going 90, and they got out of the way.
That's
Yeah,
like
no,
crazy.
I like Driver. Yeah, Driver back in the day.
Yeah,
That was a
crazy
good game.
taxi, yeah.
But I think that's a game that you couldn't really be done. Like you say, you can't have an open world
No,
game where you're just
100%.
stuck in a car.
Yeah, it was.
And
Yeah,
if-
They tried to redo
Yeah.
it, didn't they? And
When
you
they
could,
well.
and it was more like Grand Theft Auto, and you could get out, and it had a storyline and stuff like that. But it never sold very well.
Yeah, nice.
who made that? Is that a Ubisoft game?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to say 2K, but I don't know.
2K?
So look, who?
Oh,
I
it's
found
Activi-
Ghost
oh,
of
it might be
Tsushima, by the
Activision.
way. I found a Ghost of Tsushima. You're looking at 350 quid for the special edition.
Ubisoft.
It is Ubisoft. Cool. Yeah, thought so. Anyway,
That's it.
we'll go on
That's
to
it.
what we've been
yeah,
playing
we've
this
been
week.
playing, yeah. You know
You
what
got-
I've been playing? I've been playing Blade Destiny.
Yeah.
Blade Destiny.
Ash, have you played anything else other than Destiny?
The only other thing I've been playing is what is
His
it?
dick.
I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, playing with my dick. That one. I've been playing on Ghost of Tsushima,
Okay.
and I also played on Destiny and a little bit of Valhalla because I've got all the downloadable content. I bought the season pass, so I really
Yeah,
should. I
same.
paid like 70 quid for that game. I really should play it, but I haven't yet. But I'm pretty sure it's all out now. So yeah,
I saw they released a roadmap the other day, and I think they are adding some more stuff. Whether or not it's more
that's good.
decent
I think
content,
that's
but
well worth it. That's one of the few season passes which I think is worth it. Like getting that, if you're into that game, you might.
Yeah,
as well,
if you're into it,
because
yeah,
you get
there's
so
a
much
lot.
for it. Yeah, that's it. I've downloaded Little Nightmares. Not dark enough yet. Not dark enough. Not spooky enough, so I can't play it.
Yeah.
Sure,
At the
sure.
behest of my my partner who keeps telling me to play it. I'm like, nope, can't play it. 'Cause it's not dark enough outside. You know the rules.
Talking about spooky games, did anybody see the what's the spacey horror thing that you guys
Dead
like?
Space.
Oh,
Dead Space, that's it. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you
that
see the
looks
technical?
amazing.
Do you see it where the upgrade? For
Yeah,
it?
that looks crazy. The ray tracing and everything, and the way his armor looks now. He doesn't look like a smooth man with a little blob on him. Like for your health, it looks really good.
Isn't it
really
really
excited.
crazier when you look back at like PS3 games, how bad they look now, and at the
Yeah,
time you
yeah,
thought they
it's
looked like
crazy.
how the PS5 looks now. It's like
Yeah.
wow, like how you're. Yeah, it's crazy.
But
Cool.
I definitely think that adds a new element to it. And hopefully they do a couple of things like what Resident Evil done is where it was such an iconic game. You knew there's a point where you walk down a corridor and the dog always jumped through the window. So you always knew that was going to happen. And when you played the new game, they changed it up. So that didn't happen at that point. And you're like, oh shit, where's the dog? So hopefully with Dead Space there, they might change it up a little bit. So, because I mean, I can't remember it that well, but I remember the main thing. So if they change it up a little bit, that'd be amazing.
Sure. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you sound more excited about it now than you was. Have you seen anything about it?
Now I've seen it, I am excited about it.
No,
Cool.
I didn't see it. I'll give it a watch after this.
Yeah, give it a watch. It's like a technical preview,
Yeah.
just showing the graphics of what they've been working on and stuff like that. So, Brad Moore, what have you been playing outside Destiny?
Well, I've been playing more Ghost of Tsushima than I mean, these two are just getting a bit carried away with Destiny. I think I need to chill out a bit. But
yeah, I know, right? We're
yeah,
gonna get a hat next.
Yeah. I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, really enjoying it. I tried to. When it first came out, I played it for a little bit, and for whatever, I think Destiny got in the way. Let's be honest. But I've been a bit more committed second time round, and I'm getting through it, really enjoying it. Not that I didn't enjoy it before, but yeah, really, really loving it. Loving the PS5 upgrades for it, like we spoke about the other week. I'm finding it one thing I will say, which is going to be a bit of a talking point for you lot, and I know I'm outnumbered here, but I find it too easy, and it's annoying me a little bit. And I play on medium difficulty, and for me,
I'm with you.
It's that like it's getting a bit like a fight when I come into a clan of people and I've got to take them down. because it's so easy, there's no motivation for me to really worry too much about the upgrades, the charms, like all these mechanics that are built into the game. It's like, what's the point? I can just wear the same set. Doesn't matter. I'm going to chop through that lot easy. It becomes a little bit monotonous without that level of challenge in it. So I think I'm going to put it up.
It does get a little bit harder the further you go on, because remember, you're still only on the first bit. When you get a little bit, like when you got that timing thing where you go like face me and you have to tap you have to let go. That's super easy at first. Later on, when they keep doing feints, that does get a little bit harder. And if you fuck that up, you're already at like critical health. So, but it does get harder as you go on. But I know what you mean, because I was so used to mechanics the second playthrough, I breezed through most of it. But it does get harder. You'll come up against other samurai kind of people. I won't tell you who they are, but they get challenging. If you get overwhelmed, you only got to get hit a couple of times, and I
think it does go full circle again. I think it does get harder for a bit, but then as you upgrade like the ghost stuff, and you then fight a little bit more differently, I think it becomes easier again. And I think it's at this easiest point at the end when you're fully upgraded as like the ghost.
That was really disappointing, because when you finally fight the final boss, won't say it is, but you probably have a good idea. That was well easy, and I was like, I wish that was a little bit harder, because I just killed him too great. And try not to use your kunai so much, because that really takes down the difficulty. Because you have like 7 people around you, you'll lob them, they're all dead. You're like,
right,
probably shouldn't use them. Yeah, just use them in emergencies.
All right, fair.
Yeah.
I like the level difficulty. Is that easy? No.
Yeah, I'm thinking about upping it to hard. Which I don't normally do. I normally like middling. I play on average, recommended, regular settings, but just chopping a bit too. It's not. I'm enjoying the story of it, but there's no challenge to it as well, and it's not. When there's no challenge, I don't find it as rewarding. So I just.
Have you ever played a Souls game before? Have you ever thought about it?
I'm not that hardcore.
No, you don't want to.
That's too. Like, forget that. That's just not forgiving in any way, shape, or form. I like I said, that's too hardcore.
You were in the middle. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Although I do like it when you like get like really good combos and like one person hits you and you're blocking and you're slicing them all up, and then you just end and they're all dead and you're just wiping the blood off your sword.
You do feel super powerful in that
game.
You
know, it is cool. Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. I haven't played anything other than Destiny, I think, this week. I got the platinum for Horizon before we recorded last week, so I think I mentioned it then. So it's just been Destiny this week. Done the seasonal stuff for this week, and then I've helped out these guys last couple of days and stuff. So I've been doing my Destiny again, jumping in, trying to catch up.
That's what we call you folk, new lights.
Yeah, new lights.
New lights, is it?
Hey, I'm a level 7 on this season now. I've got level 7 next month.
Yeah, I'm a level 2 because my level's not going up very fast.
We'll get those bounties, Ash. I started yesterday. I started a brand new character, and I was level 7 by the time I finished playing.
2 of my bounties to do with sidearms, and I ain't got a fucking sidearm, so it's taking forever.
Yeah, need to get some more bounties for a new activity.
Bullshit, mate. Bullshit.
You need to upgrade your gear so we can do some dungeons and raids, because it's really good that you guys are enjoying it, because you technically haven't done the good content. You're just doing like strikes and gambit, the things that Brad would probably consider the boring. He doesn't bother even doing anymore. So
it's too elite though, isn't it? It's elitist. He's too up there. He don't play with new lights. He won't play with us. Sees us on there, he goes, I'll appear offline. Sorry, boys.
We're Destiny mates. But are you playing with some couple of new lights? No, I'm not. No,
I promise.
No, we need to play Gambit together as a 4. That's that'd be great.
Yeah, I was shocking at that yesterday. So
I just kept jumping into their world and getting killed quite quickly. But that is one of my bounties, though. To be fair, so I was like jumping in.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's cool. Yeah, maybe if you guys come back from your wedding later, it's not too late. We can all have a little game of Gambit later or something.
Nice. It probably will be late, to be fair, though. So.
Okay. No worries. Anyway, another time then.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll wrap up the show. Good episode. A lot of chatting about PlayStation and stuff.
People
please
can't say we're not people can't blame us for being only PlayStation based podcast, because
we did talk about Xbox.
We talk about every now and again, like once.
And I've been playing Valhalla on Xbox, if that helps.
There you go, look. See.
Yeah.
Sorted.
But if you had a choice, you would play it on your PS5, right?
No, yeah.
No, because I've got my Series X now, so I don't really know. So
yeah, you guys need to play some Game Pass games. Play 12 minutes
they're
and
shit.
play Psychonauts. Just play them and review them. Just give impressions.
Well, I've got Destiny to play now, so that's it.
Mate,
All right, fair enough.
I don't want to be a new light anymore. I want to be a strong light.
Yeah, all right. Play Destiny. Anyway, yeah,
thanks,
please
everyone.
like and subscribe to the episode and the channel so you don't miss any of our new content. Obviously, like I said earlier, we will be doing live reactions to the showcase that we mentioned earlier. So if you don't want to miss that, please subscribe and press the bell for notifications or whatever. So thanks for listening.
Follow us on Instagram to see me rip into Reese's Destiny 2 cloak as well. So.
Well, I'm gonna have to change it now. Jesus, all right, fine. Anyway,
people what they want, mate. They want to see like clan cape.
All right, fine. Well, I'll keep you on.
Bye.
Anyway, catch you later. Bye bye.
Bye.